Before we get right into it, if you guys did not know, I am very sorry that I couldn't do it in the morning the way I usually do. Usually do in the morning. You're just running. Again, I am deeply sorry. My internet did go out, so I wasn't able to stream in the morning. Wasn't able to provide you with Raw and NXT, but I am here to do it now. So, we get straight into it. By the title, you probably clicked on it and figured, well, Raw had a second decent episode. And a lot of people were saying the SmackDown writers went over to Raw, and then the Raw writers went over to SmackDown. I don't think that at all. I think SmackDown just has sucky days. They're not, planning it perfectly. But again, it's the bad days. We count on, it's the bad days that happen. So I'm sorry if I have to do this like this at this certain time. I wish I could do it in the morning. But we're here. We're going to talk about Raw and NXT. My thoughts, my views, my opinions on it. Pull up Raw here. So I watched Raw again. I kind of fall asleep to Raw, but I had a amount of fun watching Raw, especially with the last match I watched before I went to bed. Of course, what happened is that I didn't get to see the strap match or the 6-woman tag, so I had to watch that on YouTube. So here we go. We start off the show with Raw. The start was pretty boring and uninteresting. If you get my vibe, you get my vibe. Because we got Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce in the back talking about Randy Orton not being able to show up. He's obviously probably in Hawaii for some odd fucking reason that I have no clue about. I have no reason about. And I remember I said last week, Randy Orton is supposed to win this match, right? He's supposed to win this match, going to Money Bank. Well, because Randy Orton wasn't there, WWE knows I caught on to them, so they know that they're gonna probably fake me out. And again, I don't know if I've made this rule clear, but let me make it very clear. Just like WWE contracts, always read the fine print at the bottom. Card subject to change. Well, if that card is subject to change, well then my prediction is subject to change as well. Meaning that if a certain superstar does not show up to Raw, is not in the match anymore, and they have to replace that individual, well then my prediction shifts to a more lenient prediction. But the ending of Raw made perfect sense. So, without further ado, Monday Night Raw starts with Riddle taking Randy Orton's place. To find out who's going to take Randy Orton's place, they did it in the form of a Battle Royal. We don't really see Battle Royals that much. The last time I think we saw a Battle Royal was trying to think was the tag team Battle Royal. I don't know how, but I'm more lenient on talking about like a single person Battle Royal. I'm sorry if I'm really laggy. It just started to thunderstorm en masse, so that's also pretty crap day on top of that. Riddle won the Battle Royal, and it came down to him and Damian Priest, which I was interested because I was like, ooh, okay, Damian Priest is back on Raw. So both men actually respect each other a lot, and via Instagram post, we saw them both at Burger King, getting a little delicious up in Burger King, trying the new chicken. But Riddle won the Battle Royal with a brony, jabroni, to the face of Damian Priest, knocking him over the top rope. I wanted Damian Priest to win, take Randy Orton's spot, but it made sense for Riddle to take it in honor of Randy Orton. And then after this, actually, surprisingly, after this, he told the crew to turn on Randy Orton's theme song and started doing the Randy Orton, vibe there. So this was a pretty good start to Raw in my eyes, but of course the start with the whole, letter and the whole Sonya Deville taking out Randy Orton, that kind of doubted me a lot. The Battle Royal did have some shenanigans, though, that I do want to talk about, and that is in the form of the 24/7 Championship, and which is not considered a shenanigan, Amos taking out both Viking Raiders. But I'm more on the shenanigans part of the fucking 24/7 Championship, so let's talk about that, really. 24/7 Championship changed 3 times. You had Drew Gulak take the championship away. Then you had R-Truth hit his spinning maneuver onto Drew Gulak, pinning him 1, 2, 3. He got all excited. He even did a kip or kick, a click, a heel click. I can do it, of course. And then Kira Tozawa hit a little Tozawa ball, kind of like a cannonball. He rolls into the apron while he's rolling off the. Doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3. Tozawa retains the championship of 24/7 rules, and Kevin Patrick was nowhere to be seen. No interview, no nothing. Surprise. But he got his baby back for a little bit. But I did on Twitter say to R-Truth, tip, don't celebrate when you think you've won, okay? Because you don't know what's going to occur next. Anyway, what a start to Raw. A little shenanigans in there. A little build up to a story for the tag team championship match. And to keep Randy Orton's hope alive, Riddle takes the place. Riddle was going to win this the second he said, get out. He said, get out there. Come on. Battle Royal going to start. Let's go. Chop, chop, chop. What a start to Raw. But then we go to the next match, which is the superhero, or they're going to call her. They're going to, switch it up because of the names Kross and Kross, Nikki Cross, Killian Kross. I think that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to switch it up, so they're going to call her, I guess, Nash. Yep. And she's not a Kevin. The reason I'm calling it Nash is because, of course, it is Nikki Cross, almost a superhero. So she's an Ash, which is pretty crazy, but in a sense, still worth it. She's almost a superhero, not technically a superhero. Get my vibe, get my vibe. But what my vibe doesn't get is that Shayna Baszler got pinned by a Super Nikki. Listen, I love Nikki Cross. I've said this before. I love the vibe. I love the energy. I love the positivity she raised off of this. It is so brilliant, so great. But Shayna Baszler, and don't want me to this too, but Shayna Baszler should not be losing to Nikki Cross. I'm not saying that Nikki Cross should be, in the sense, I'm not saying that Nikki Cross should be, she's not a good wrestler. She is a good wrestler. I've seen her in ring work in NXT. I've seen her in ring work in fucking WWE. She's perfect. As of right now, she is too. But if I was Shayna Baszler, I probably wouldn't want to lose to Nikki Cross. The superhero gimmick, especially with the shenanigans on the outside again. So, I love Nikki Cross. What I don't love is Shayna Baszler losing with the same fucking move as she did. 1, 2, 3, a little roll up Nikki Cross did after Alexa Bliss hit Nia Jax and knocked Reginald's Spaceballs. Walking off, giggling, Shayna Baszler was distracted. 1, 2, 3 with Nikki Cross with the roll up, and that's how it ended. Don't know what to say. What I was interested about was Kofi Kingston and Mr. MVP with a new theme song. If you guys did not catch on, I don't know if you guys noticed that theme song. I don't remember that theme song. I remember the old MVP. 1, 2, you hit a clock ticking. That theme song. But now you get a new theme song from MVP, which is pretty cool. Fits perfectly. But Kofi was talking about how he became champion and how that moment was special. MVP coming out, telling him to, his friend's nothing. Bobby Lashley will destroy him. And Kofi hit back very hard. He's about family. He's about, to take that title away from Bobby Lashley. And that next week, we're going to get Xavier Woods versus Bobby Lashley part 2, but this time not inside of a Hell in a Cell. And Woods is an amazing superstar, but this could actually set up this is a perfect opportunity for WWE to turn the New Day from the greatest tag team ever. If you guys did not know, I just looked that up. The greatest tag team ever. Congratulations, New Day. Can we get a big New Day? But this would be a great opportunity for WWE to take Kofi Kingston and put him with the Hurt Business, turning on Xavier Woods. This would be great to give Xavier Woods a perfect run for the United States Championship. This could be a perfect feud too, Kofi versus Xavier, just to get him a little bit build up, Maybe build up Kofi a little bit, but then push Xavier out of the way for a little bit. Maybe take him off TV for a sort of bit, make him do the G4 hosting and all this, up, down, down. This would be perfect idea, I think, in my eyes, and for WWE, it's perfect setup. They could bring him back, build him up better than ever, have him win the United States Championship from someone. Could be Sheamus. But I'm thinking, I don't know. What do you guys want to see? Because there's two different ideas. I've said before that maybe putting Ali with Monsoon would be pretty good, but you could set up a feud between them and then have Xavier Woods get that push. So, in retrospect, really, you could see Monsoon take the title and have Xavier Woods go up against Monsoon. If they do that. But they could do Monsoon versus Ali as a feud. But I'm happy for Xavier Woods. I'm happy for Big E. I'm happy for Kofi Kingston. Both getting all three of the men becoming the greatest tag team of all time, in WWE's eyes. On that list of top 5 was the Hardy Boys, the Hart Foundation, Christian and Edge, and the Dudleys. So, congratulations to the New Day. I have big hopes for you. I could see WWE doing that with Xavier, so be on the lookout, I guess. Maybe, you don't know. Kofi Kingston could turn. Who knows? This could be the first time Kofi Kingston actually turns heel because, I say the first time because Kofi Kingston in the New Day, when they turned the New Day heel, people kind of got behind the New Day, and kind of actually said the New Day suck, So they really got behind that gimmick so much. Then we got a fucking rematch from last week. Yeah, last week. It was just, oh my god, it was fucking Eva Marie and Doudrop taking on Asuka and Naomi again. And this time, they won. So, I don't know if this is a fucking feud. I don't know if this is, something that WWE just pulls out of their ass and just goes with it. But Eva Marie is such a fucking mess, man. Don't get me wrong. She is such a mess. Taking credit because she didn't even do anything. Doudrop, on the other hand, did the most work. And botch guy, this out to you. I think I caught a botch, or I guess a wardrobe malfunction. I did catch this on here. Well, if you guys remember last week, Doudrop hopped off the apron. Well, this week, Eva Marie hopped off the apron. Doudrop did her best. She pushed Naomi, poof, like that. And then she scored over Asuka. She pinned Asuka. Out of all people, she pinned Asuka. This means that Asuka is more beatable than ever. Just like Bobby Lashley. But Bobby Lashley's right now doing a great job with the WWE title. But we're on this topic. And botch guy, I think I caught the botch of a wardrobe malfunction. I think Doudrop or Piper Nivens. Don't respect the Doudrop name. It's pretty stupid. Piper Nivens, I think wardrobe malfunction with the breast. I think a breast popped out. I'm not completely sure entirely. But WWE did not go to black screen like they usually do when shit like that happens. So maybe it did not happen. But I caught something and she was fixing her shit. And it was when she did the Doudrop splash. Doudrop splash onto Asuka. Mini splash, I guess. Mini drop on Asuka. 1, 2, 3, and she hopped back up, and So I think that's where it came to. I don't know if I'm wrong. You gotta have to go watch it. This was just nonsense, and it's fine. It's a rematch. You know how I feel about rematches. I do not like them one fucking bit. Ricochet and John Morrison put on a 4-star fucking match. Oh my god, I gotta talk about this for you guys. I gotta move on from that other shit match. We gotta move on. We gotta talk about this match, because this match, pretty fucking lit. Pretty fucking lit. This match, though ended in a double countout, how it ended was pretty fucking amazing. Now, obviously, you know how I feel about the double countout rule. I think it's pretty obnoxious with WWE not having original pins. I want to see back on mat, 1, 2, 3, referee, or someone just submitting, just tapping on their body somewhere like that. That needs to happen. When's the last time we've seen someone submit? When's the last time we've seen an actual pin? Oh wait, Oscar match. Yeah. So there you go. But this one, what Ricochet did to John Morrison, my God, I don't know how both men can survive. I don't even know if they're going to take him out the Money in the Bank ladder match. They had some high-flying expertise moves. John Morrison with his, punches. I love John Morrison. I love the Johnny Nitro. If I was to be a wrestler, I think my name would be Nitro. Or like Jay Nitro or some shit like that. Someone Nitro. Because it's the fuel, it's the gas, it's just the go. The ending of this match was John Morrison or Johnny Drip was sitting on the barricade. Ricochet had him scoped side out. He hopped up onto the rope and he did a cross body while Morrison was sitting on the barricade, and they both fell over behind the barricade where the LED boards are, the faces. And I think Johnny Drip I don't know if Johnny Drip suffered a concussion, but like, my God, that's a great way. And you know what? That's entertaining. That's entertainment. What Ricochet did, and I pray to God that Ricochet did the leaping. So like, I know Ricochet's okay. I did see him on left, right. Who is advancing? Dripachet. Who is advancing to left, right final. He's left, right finalist for the left, right championship. Good luck to Dripachet. But Ricochet, you are a phenomenal man. Johnny Drip, you are dripping like Seth Rollins. And congratulations to Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch marriage. Really, congratulations. But my God, did I love that match. And I had to, like, again, that was the last match I saw before I go into bed. And I wanted to watch it again and make sure I didn't miss anything. I wanted to get replay after replay on that. Hated how it ended with the double count out, but it was still worth it. I think it made sense. And maybe you could put these guys into a feud. But this is if you liked that, just wait until Money in the Bank. I guarantee you're going to see a bunch of flying, bunch of everything. It'll be freaking crazy. Then we got fucking a 6-woman tag team match. When I first heard it, made no sense. You had Charlotte team up with fucking the women's tag team champions versus Rhea Ripley, Dana Brooke, and Mandy Rose. Now, obviously, towards the end, this was a back and forth, which I do like. I do like when women or men go back and forth with the roll ups 1, 2, 3, or again counter roll up 1, 2, 3, yada yada yada. So I liked it, but towards the end, Charlotte Flair hit a big fucking boot to Mandy Rose and got the 1, 2, 3. So I guess we're getting people get pinned through big boots now. I remember when someone hit a big boot and they kicked out that shit. So that is not a serious move. But if you have the muscle power for your leg to go up and hit them in the face, well then probably, if you're Diesel or Kevin Nash, I'd probably just lay on the ground and take the pin. But after the match ended, Rhea Ripley came in and hit Charlotte from behind in the back of the knee. This was actually a callback to when Charlotte did it in the match. So I guess you might as well make this a no disqualification match or something at fucking like Money in the Bank. You might as well make it something because they're both going to play dirty. I don't know Shane. I don't know fucking both their characters anymore. They're both heels. Like, this is the problem when heels go up against heels, You got to make one of them face. I think we're going to go with, it's who's face, who's heel moment type shit. What culture? That's for you. I'm going to assume now that Charlotte is a face, Rhea Ripley is a heel. So I'm not sure about my prediction though, but it could be safe to say Charlotte Flair. And the reason for this, and I'll explain when we get to my predictions video, I'll explain more about it. But the reason, as of right now, is it's because Charlotte Flair could be taken on Becky if Becky returns. And the reason I say that is because, well, Becky could literally actually be back on TV soon. Should just leave it at that. Again, I'm the predictor of World Wrestling Entertainment, not the predictor for. I don't work for, I'm of. So, I think if you guys remember, back all the way then, when Becky Lynch became the man, who did she knock out? Who'd she take out? She took out Charlotte Flair. So this would be crazy setup too. There are two ways, and this is why I say Charlotte should win the match. Charlotte beats out Rhea Ripley. We won't get to see Bayley versus or we won't get to see Becky versus Rhea Ripley. I don't know why I said Bayley. We won't see Rhea Ripley taking on Becky. We're going to go back to the original plans, which was Charlotte versus Becky. And the way you can do this is two ways. You have Becky return the next night and with Charlotte champion, or you could have Rhea Ripley, also set up a triple threat match, which would, yes, again, one, not make sense, but two, it would actually set up something maybe crazy between them. We've already seen that for the Raw Women's Championship, so we don't have to see it again. So Rhea Ripley losing would be a short title run, yeah. But they just wanted that WrestleMania moment for Rhea Ripley, so putting her as champion, and then she's going to fall down the card and probably head back to NXT. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but I do know two ways to set it up. Yeah, Charlotte win the championship next night on Raw, Becky returns, boom, slap in the face or something like that, you get them two going. Or, which I think would be the best option here too. Unfortunately, I would love Liv Morgan to win, but you could have Becky Lynch come back, she win the Bank briefcase. This would make sense, of course, because of Asuka getting the briefcase. So Asuka lets Becky win. Becky, the same night, cashes in on Charlotte, who will win the championship. Becky becomes the Raw Women's Championship again. And then we get the match between her and Charlotte at SummerSlam. Think about that. I don't think that's going to happen, but I do think that Becky will return at some point, either after Money in the Bank Raw or at Money in the Bank for SmackDown, which would be fucking crazy. But yeah, I don't see her cashing in on Bianca Belair. I see her going after that Raw Women's Championship. Of course, we do need women on SmackDown, so Becky on SmackDown would make the best sense. But this match was just so fucking plain out boring. Towards the end, they went back and forth. Jackson Rikers versus Elias, and I really think they're going to try to do Jackson Rikers, trying to make Jackson Rikers a big guy. Think they're trying to make Jackson Rikers a Batista. If you didn't see Raw Talk, go watch it. It's actually pretty interesting. When Jackson Riker says, I walk alone. So then when he said I walk alone on Raw Talk, I was just playing Batista's theme song in my head. And I was thinking, what if the guy just said, I stand alone. It'd be cool. It'd be pretty cool, just give him that theme song. I stand alone. Just has Jackson Rikers do the Batista thing, Anyway, speaking of Jackson Rikers, he won the strap match, which kind of made sense, but the end of feud with Elias, and I don't know, Jackson Rikers will probably be in that position of getting released, same maybe with Elias as well, but W's got to look pretty fresh in front of Peacock. But we haven't seen a strap match since Daniel Bryan and The Fiend, and we don't know where The Fiend is, but we do know that he could be returning at SummerSlam due to a tweet I did see. So I'm pretty excited about that. But we need to get on to our main event. Drew McIntyre taking on AJ Styles and now Riddle in honor of Randy Orton. And to qualify, the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre qualifies for the Money in the Bank ladder match, which now makes sense to me. At first, I thought Randy Orton was going to win. I take that back. Of course, Riddle got changed, so my next prediction was Randy was going to be Drew McIntyre. I said probably not, but also likely not Drew McIntyre. But he did win. Again, he would be my second choice. AJ Styles will not be winning that match because AJ Styles is going to defend the title. Him and Amos going to defend the titles against the Viking Raiders. So no point for that. Now it made sense why Riddle is not going to be taking on in the Money in the Bank ladder match, or Randy's not going to be in there. It's because him and Randy and him are going to win the Raw Tag Team titles at SummerSlam. We just need to wait until that gets there. Drew McIntyre got his opportunity, but this is his last chance. This match will determine if he will get that title match. He will not be winning the Money in the Bank ladder match, but he is a prediction for me, and I want to update you guys on my prediction as of now for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Drew McIntyre and John Morrison. Yeah, surprisingly, John Morrison, because crazy enough, I think John Morrison will do it, and then The Miz will turn on him, and then that will be the feud for the summer. It'd make no sense for John Morrison to win the Money in the Bank briefcase, but it would be nice to have him be in the match with Bobby Lashley. We could also say that, too, this would make sense because of the fact that he's faced Bobby Lashley in the triple threat match for the United States Championship back at Elimination Chamber with Riddle as well. So, this is a perfect setup, but is it going to happen? I wouldn't count on it. I would really give the Money in the Bank briefcase to Big E. For the women's, I've been very, very, very vocal about this, and that would be Liv Morgan. So I think that's a good way to go about it. You have Liv Morgan win the women's, you have Big E win the men's, and then you get Big E cash in at some point. But again, I do say that Big E, I think if John Cena's not going to show up, you might as well have Big E be the opponent. So he's the point in doing the briefcase. You know what I mean? One big prediction would be Jimmy Uso. Jay already is the winner of the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal, holding that under his name for his family. Roman's the Universal Championship, and I don't think they're going to put the titles on the Usos just yet. We're going to wait for that moment to come. But we need to put some more, prestige under these Usos' names. So that's why I say I think Jimmy should qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match the coming weeks. He should prove to himself, to the family, that he can actually win this match. Jimmy Uso wins the Money in the Bank briefcase, and he sets up a good goal for maybe possibly taking out Bobby Lashley. But this briefcase will not be, Jimmy will not be tarnishing any of, the qualities of being the Money in the Bank holder. Obviously, he would hold it until the moment he wants to turn on his cousin, possibly taking the briefcase from him. But this would be a good setup. This would be skeptical from WWE. This would be skeptical for me, especially with WWE probably doing something bad with Jimmy Uso as the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. So you got to add in the elements of who could hold it, and then go about the future with it. And that's how I'm going to be predicting Money in the Bank. So I could see Jimmy holding it, but this would make sense. Put something on his name. Jimmy, the Money in the Bank holder. Jay is the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner. Probably something. Who knows? I feel like someone from Raw will win it, and I think it will be John Morrison. Straight out. Miz has won it so many times, but I could really see the Miz screwing over John Morrison for this case. But I don't want Drew winning. And this is in front of fans, so imagine the crowd, imagine all the blown energy we're going to see from the fans. I'm happy the fans are coming back. I love this. This is great. Everybody gets to see and realize and understand what is going on. And the summer is heating up, and I really think WWE is pushing SummerSlam out. Nobody cares about Money in the Bank so much, So obviously, Hell in a Cell was a pause pay-per-view. Well, this one's obviously a return pay-per-view, especially with Edge taking on Roman Reigns. If you did not see Talking Smack as well, you didn't probably not see Seth Rollins all pissed off. So this is a great match for the summer, especially with Seth Rollins likely taking on Edge after Seth Rollins did not get what he wanted from Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville. Edge waltzed in and said, I demand a match, a one-on-one match with Roman. Is where Seth said, maybe, I've been lenient, I've been considered, I beat Cesaro, I'm look at my resume, I'm qualified to face my friend Roman Reigns, former friend Roman Reigns. Don't know what the fuck he's up to now. But again, that would be a good match. And they said, we'll take into consideration. So Seth Rollins must be pissed at this. He must be really pissed at this. You guys know what's next. It's time after we just reviewed Raw. It was a decent up towards the end. So all of these were pretty decent. I think the turning point was really Kofi, there, and then we shifted into we jump over the tag team match. We go over to Morrison and Ricochet. So to even out, because I love Nikki Cross, and I do love Ricochet and Johnny Drip Drip and Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles. This was a decent episode of Raw. But don't criticize SmackDown's quality, because SmackDown's trying, okay? They're trying to sort out some of the things here. This is Roman's show. Plus, we cannot have good writers try to, and I feel like it's because Money in the Bank season is around. That's why Raw is so good with Money in the Bank. I don't know why it's that, but if it's the case of the writers going over to fucking, Raw, well then I guess we need to, have those writers, come back to SmackDown, maybe, do full-time double show. Before we get into the NXT review, I want to please bring this out to you. Please subscribe to the channel if you guys like this. Leave a like, comment down below, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss a stream. It's pretty decent, It helped my channel grow a little bit, you know what I mean? I will continue doing this Raw NXT review discussion, whatever you want to call it. But I got the Talking Logic podcast on Saturday, so catch that out at 8 p.m. Eastern. Guys should be good there. But now we're going to talk about NXT review. We're going to review NXT, not talk about it. We're going to do it. Why don't we just get right into it, So we kicked off with the triple threat tag team match. It was Io Shirai and Zoe Stark versus Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai versus Shotzi Blackheart and her tag team partner, Ember Moon. Like Cameron Graham says it, to the moon. Not the same, but I'm trying to get his voice, I already knew who was winning this. I don't know if I was vocal about this my last review. I said Io Shirai and Zoe Stark would win. They did. It would make sense because they follow in the storyline. Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell will take on Io Shirai and Zoe Stark for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles at a Great American Bash, so it'll be great about that. But these women were on fire in the beginning. I loved it. It was so great. I was so entertained by it. They were going back and forth. Raquel Gonzalez was strong, but I really think if you want to spice it up a little bit more, I really think that Raquel Gonzalez should take on Blackheart for the title. Next up, if you guys don't know, Diamond Mine is open for business, courtesy of Malcolm. Xavier, what's this for you? Malcolm Bivens. I don't think I do it good. Woods does it perfectly. Oh god, thunderstruck. Roger Kidron took on Asher Hall. Roger Kidron defeated Asher, and this was pretty simple. I mean, obviously looking at Roger Kidron now, like this was a pretty good match, and this is a build-up for Roger Kidron. We could get, don't know if NXT will do this, but a Great American Bash we should get, which would be nice. Roger Kidron versus Kushida. I'd say no title on the line because there's no pay-per-view. It will be on NXT. It will be live for everybody to see. So, will not be on Peacock. It will just be on the show. But I really think you should do Kushida. I really think you should do Roger Kidron and Kushida together. No title on the line. We can save that for the pay-per-view. Build that feud a little bit up. To get an attack. Something there would be nice. I really think so. Cameron Grimes took on Aries Sterling. If you guys don't know who that was, it was the guy with the crazy hair he punched earlier. Boom. After this match, though, Cameron Grimes was talking about, doing it for Ted DiBiase. LA Knight came out. Obviously, that, Cameron Grimes is not worthy of holding the title. He is not worthy. He is not worthy to hold a legacy. Like, LA Knight is. So, LA Knight said this, you know what? Cameron Grimes wants another title match. Of course he does. He's not going to stop it. And what LA Knight's going to do is that he's going to defend the title against Cameron Grimes. And if Cameron Grimes loses, you know, I need my car. I need my car detailed. I'm missing my glasses. Someone stole my ID. So if you lose, Cameron Grimes, you're going to be my butler. And I was so close to saying, Cameron Grimes, if you lose, you're going to be my bitch. Essentially, that's what it's going to be. But a butler. Yes. And doesn't Cameron Grimes look like a pretty good butler? But don't worry, because at Great American Bash, I hope to see it. I hope to see Ted come out and congratulate Cameron Grimes. My prediction for this will be Cameron Grimes. Again, I will not be predicting much of the Great American Bash because I feel as if it's not really, you know, it used to be a pay-per-view, but of course this is just for NXT showing. So, and it's 4th of July weekend, so I will have something in store for 4th of July on the 3rd. But a pretty good way to, do this would be to have Cameron Grimes win it, have him cry, have him glow. Cameron Grimes got to win this match. Come on. He's got to send LA Knight to the moon. I still got to work on it, guys. Don't judge me, please. Please don't be hurtful in the comment section. I think I said comment. Comment section. Then we got Kyle O'Reilly. A few words from a young man. But what we did see kind of soon before was Karrion Kross coming in and Johnny Gargano attacking him right at the start, and security was there, all this and that. So I guess we're getting Gargano and Karrion Kross for a feud. That's perfect. Perfect way to set up a feud. I think people are going to get behind Johnny Gargano in this point. Johnny Gargano is probably now a face. I'm okay with it. Pretty okay with it. He's pretty good as a heel, but I'm okay with this. Anyway. Oh, God. Pretty tired. Ugh. Anyway. Kyle O'Reilly, a man of few words, comes out, talks about his match for at Great American Bash with Adam Cole. Adam Cole, O'Reilly 2. Or O'Reilly and Cole 2. He wanted Adam Cole. He wanted to discuss face-to-face. Adam Cole, boom, came out. And before he could, really go and say anything, Samoa Joe came out with his security, and Samoa Joe wanted to make sure these men do not, brawl just yet. Save it for next week. So what happened is they kind of did brawl. Samoa Joe did get out of the way. Almost got hit by Cole. Cole, kind of almost, they, get that little from him again. But Kyle O'Reilly locked in a heel hook, which Samoa Joe watched on, but Samoa Joe didn't care. He exited the ring. And before you know it, he let Kyle O'Reilly do what he did. I guess let him just do whatever. And Cole, obviously, we might get Samoa Joe versus Cole. Kidding. Kidding, by the way. We don't know when he's coming back, so I cannot really disclose information like that. It's just a prediction. But Samoa Joe felt a little bit bad because it wouldn't be fair, so he did send his security to, I guess, Cole's aid. They started, picking them apart, and yeah. The next match was our mixed tag team match. It was Mercedes Martinez and Jake Ellis taking on Xia Li and Boa. Yes, now, at this point, obviously, I would wait on and talk about this match of how it ended, or we'll talk about the greatness of the match, but this was probably, I guess, the last match I saw before I went to bed. That's okay, because I did get to see it. I did watch it. It was pretty good, and I saw the nasty. When I saw the ending to it, I was in shock. I was like, wait, what happened again? What happened? So I want to send my condolences and thoughts and prayers to Mercedes Martinez because she is a perfect in-ring performer. She's really a woman of heart, and honestly, she suffered a crazy injury which got her, concussed. That's why referees, and I want you guys to know there are some signs where referees will do. So there are two things a referee I know does. Some things I sometimes forget about. When a superstar is getting pinned, the referee looks at their eyes to see if they're going to kick out. If their eyes are open, they're going to kick out. If they're closed, they'll pin. So sometimes they'll keep their eyes open for a little shock, and then 1, 2, 3, end it. But what happens here? If the match cannot go on, they throw up the X sign, X sign, kind of like GX, but they throw up the X sign to cancel the match, and the winners will go to those in the ring. So Xia Li and Bo defeated Mercedes Martinez and Jake Atlas in this mixed tag team match because, of course, Sadie Martinez got concussed, and if you guys did not see, the referee had to make sure that the superstar was okay. Xia Li hit a little big back arm to the back of the head. She fell down. Her shoulders weren't even on the mat, too. Like, I just want to make that very clear. Her shoulders were not on the mat. Mercedes Martinez, shoulders not on the mat is because she was concussed. Her head was like this. Her whole body was like closed up like this. And you could see her like trying to kick out. Like, this was obviously her kicking out. So, supposedly trying to kick out, but she did, and the referee obviously checked on her. Of course, the match was supposed to still go longer, I guess, than halftime too, so they're going to check on her. But again, she's probably in a medical facility. But thoughts, condolences to her and her family. Really, I hope she is okay. She's a treasure, really. But we got to go through another big moment where we got. I don't know if this happened. This probably happened earlier, but again, what really happened was Hit Row. Before this, Hit Row came along to Bronson Reed, and I guess Isaiah Swerve Scott took on Bronson Reed for the NXT North American Championship, which I think should have happened or shouldn't have happened. I would have waited because we're now going into July. We got August and September, and I heard the draft is happening in September. Pretty short run from Bronson Reed. I'm going to tell you that right now. Pretty short run for the North American Championship for Bronson Reed. So WWE has been actually putting these superstars. They did Karrion Kross and Bronson Reed for matches on main event to maybe put them up on the main roster. So I think Karrion Kross should go to Raw with Bronson Reed. Both of them should go to Raw. This would be pretty interesting. You could put Bronson Reed for the United States Championship picture, and you could put Karrion Kross in the world title picture with Bobby Lashley. This would be insane. This would be crazy. Killer Kross would be perfect. But who's going to be our next NXT champion? WWE could pull the trigger and have Johnny Gargano win. Take the title from Kross, which would be nice. If WWE is willing to put Karrion Kross on Raw during the draft. That'd be perfect. I would love that. The draft could also consider taking people, from Raw or SmackDown to put them on NXT, so we get some fresh faces on NXT. That'd be pretty cool too. I'd love to see some fresh faces on there as well. But again, we need to get to that main event soon. But first, we need to talk about how MSK met with Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher face to face. And this was set up perfectly. I don't know who's going to win the match. It's going to be a great match. I'm going to leave the prediction up to you guys. You guys, comment down below. Tell me who you think. Maybe shout out on Twitter. Who do you guys think will win between Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa versus MSK? It's a pretty good one. Pretty good match setup for them. I don't know who's going to win. They could put MSK. We need more tag teams on the main roster. We could put MSK up there. But I don't know. I don't know what their plan is. We gotta think of something. Johnny Gargano attacked Karrion Kross throughout the whole entire night, and then towards the end, we almost had Karrion Kross run over Johnny Gargano. But Samoa Joe saved him, luckily, and brought him back in. This is not your night, bud. It is not your night. I'm gonna drag your ass back into the building. Let's go. You can go meet with fucking William Regal. Put some respect on man's name. But last but not least, we come to our main event, which was the North American Championship match between Mr. Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Bronson Reed. And I was hoping for Bronson Reed to win, but since he's a big guy and he had hit row, Top Dollar, fake ass big man. He's not even a big man. He really isn't a big man. He isn't a big man. He threw himself stupidly into the fucking, plexiglass falling over. Then hype man got thrown over there too. And then with the advantage that Isaiah Swerve Scott had, he hit his little, kick to the head, which actually pretty, boom, to the head of Bronson Reed. Then hit the 450 splash on Bronson Reed. 1, 2, 3. Isaiah Swerve Scott is your new North American champion. And this is what I was talking about earlier with why taking the title off of him, having a short, lengthy run. This could likely mean that WWE is going to bring Bronson Reed up to the main roster, which does shock me because Bronson Reed is a pretty good, in-ring performer. Why take the belt off of him? You know what I mean? But there's just in my eyes, I feel like there was no point for that to happen. No reason why he should take the fucking title off of him. He should have had a more lengthy run. So I don't know. I have no idea why. It was pretty good nonetheless. But this match was it was insane. I loved it. It was great. I enjoyed it. So I don't know where we go from here, but obviously you're gonna have Isaiah Swerve Scott brag about this shit for who knows fucking when. But crazy as it is. I need to also explain that I need to also cover the fact that we're going to have a breakout tournament happening for breakout stars. So this had, Cameron Grimes. This also had, I think, Kushida. This had Bronson Reed. I think Isaiah Swerve Scott. The breakout tournament, which is cool. I like it. I like the idea of it. So that's coming back. That was Raw NXT review. But if you're at the title, we're not done yet because we still have Money in the Bank to discuss, and we still have our Great American Bash to discuss. Money in the Bank is coming to you on the, I think, the 16th? Yeah, the 16th of July, I think it is. And Great American Bash is coming to you next week. So I'm going to be prepared for it. I want to discuss what I'm doing for 4th of July weekend. I know it's pretty freaking itchy. So for the 4th of July, I'm thinking about maybe on Saturday doing something special for Great American Bash. I think I might just do for Talking Logic. I might actually, if you guys want the predictions, really tell me down below in the comments. Honestly, it'd be nice. If you guys want me to do predictions for it, I can give you the title matches, the matches that are happening for Great American Bash that I know of. I can do that for Talking Logic for the great, 4th of July weekend. I hope everybody has a great 4th of July. Money in the Bank is going to be great, especially with the fans there. I'm happy that Edge is getting his singles match. Should have had at WrestleMania. I'm happy that we're going to get 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches that are going to be sweet. They're going to be crushing like them ladders. And we're going to get some good hype between, brands, of course, coming with a draft that's happening in September, I'm hearing. Anything can really happen. So, again, if you guys want me to predict, which I don't think I will, but if you guys want me to, tell me down below in the comments. Honestly, I'd be nice. Um, I'd be open to really predict the matches for Great American Bash. But on Talking Logic, we got to cover SmackDown. I could cover the matches. It'd be perfectly fine. So, yeah. Man, I really think that's it. All right, I think I covered everything. Again, condolences and prayers to Mercedes Martinez. But yeah, I enjoyed doing this. I'll be back next week to cover Raw and NXT. And actually, there is something I want to discuss. There's one more thing before I go. So, if you guys don't know, I don't know if you guys heard the news. I don't know if you guys looked at wrestling, where we get wrestling news from. I know where I get mine. What Culture and WrestleMania. But I'm hearing AEW is back on Wednesdays. I think I've been vocal one time about this. And I've been debating about whether I should cover AEW. The problem covering AEW is that I don't know. I did watch it when it first, started coming out. Wednesdays it was so good. I didn't start predicting based off of that either. And I haven't watched the recent episodes of AEW because it's on Fridays. But I hear today they're going back to Wednesdays. So 2-hour shows. Again, I think that what would be nice is that on Thursdays I cover all three. Raw, NXT, and AEW. But AEW Dynamite is different from WWE. They're a different, company. So that's going to be hard and challenging. So what I'm thinking is that I do a live stream Wednesday to cover both Raw and NXT. And then I do AEW on Thursday. And then on Saturday, I do Talking Logic to cover SmackDown. I think that would be a pretty good idea. If you guys want me to cover AEW, please comment down below. I will be happy to cover AEW and what happens. I will have to write down notes during the match to make sure I don't miss anything or rewatch it. I'm gonna try to stay up more for the NXT. I feel like I could stay up for 2 hours, which makes no sense for me if I'm going to sleep very early. But I'm happy to try to stay up longer. But yeah, if you guys do want me to cover AEW, I'm willing to cover AEW. Most certainly, I would be happy to cover AEW. But if not, if you guys don't want me to cover, it's okay. It's just to see how it goes, So I'll try to watch AEW tonight. No guarantees if I don't catch everything, but I'll try to watch it. I'll try to see what they got. I'm hearing that we're gonna get some. I'm hearing that we're gonna get Sammy Guevara taking on MJF, which seems pretty bizarre, but it'll probably be a good match nonetheless. It'd be nice to see. It's gonna be nice to see it. Yeah. That's it. This was Raw NXT reviews, the wrestling discussion. I'm gonna call it now. I'm gonna call this the wrestling discussion or the wrestling review. Thank you guys so much. Again, please do not forget to subscribe. Come on, drop that like, comment down below, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss a live stream from this guy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back on. I'll probably do AEW tomorrow. Maybe not. I don't know. If you guys want me to, again, comment down below. And I'll be back on Friday. Talking Logic podcast, 8 a.m. Eastern. So, yeah. See you guys later.